a tyre failure before in Barcelona and actually went into gravel and rolled upside down, which is the only time I've been upside down in a Formula 1 car. So it ain't pretty. And, you know, this is a very, very serious issue. There's been a lot of talk about Pirelli this year, about degradation and things like that, but putting all that to one side, which is down to the teams to manage, now we're talking about safety.
Yeah. Did you want to...
It's not just tyres.
Don't stop walking,
It's not just tyres. Please remember, Massa, Hungary, a bolt out of the suspension out of Barrichello's car, and that caused that huge accident, and thankfully Felipe came back and he's still in the team and stuff, but that was a horrific... Debris on the track can be fatal, and we must do everything we can to keep the track clear. And it's one thing having an accident, but when things are flying off the car, like tyres, as Jensen has already said, then it becomes a major problem.
Let's have a chat about one of the Brits that we spoke about a lot before the race started, Paul di Resta, because he was unfortunate, however you want to look at it, he had to start at the back of the grid, but he made a really good fist of that drive, didn't he?
I think Paul di Resta, sorry David, go on,
Up to you.
We have to be very sure about the quality of Paul. He drove brilliantly. He did that in Canada. He's done it again today. We see him here, absolutely brilliant, clean, and fantastic overtaking move. He's such a top driver, and he's well able to defend too. We saw him against Lewis. It took ages for Lewis to get by, even on better cars. I think Paul is an emerging talent. Last year maybe it was too early from him. He was looking at a possible chance to go to the Mercedes team. In hindsight, it was probably a touch too early, but that opportunity is going to come his way, make no mistake.
David, you should be pleased with that today?
Yeah, unquestionably. Paul has great speed. We know that. We know that from junior formulas. We've said before, but for those who are tuning in for the first time, he was teammates with Vettel in Formula 3 and was able to beat him in that championship. Now, Formula 1's a different story, but he's certainly shown he's got all the speed. And you know, Force India continually deliver way beyond their weight. You know, this is in terms of the resources that they have. So, you know, it's a difficult one for Paul. On one hand, he'll want to be in a team that he believes he can win Grand Prix with, but on the other hand, Force India are actually looking like they're moving forward.
And pulling well ahead of McLaren in the Constructors' Championship, we mustn't forget that. They're a very solid fifth in the championship, and they're not really fighting against the likes of Ferrari and Mercedes, are they? They're a very solid fifth team.
And Paul proving that there's plenty more to come from him. He's talking to Lee now.
Paul, pretty complicated race out there, but I imagine seeing the checkered flag was a joy for